Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and happy Friday, and welcome to another installment of Cimmerian September, this time with the first story from The Sword of Conan. Quick note, this was the first of the 6 Gnome Press books that actually included the map of the Hyborian Age, the people of the Black Circle, and where Conan is trying to rescue 7 of his cohorts from his band of merry cutthroats from the kingdom of Vendaya, also known as India, the prehistoric version of India anyways, where he decides he's going to kidnap Princess Yasmina and then trade her back for his men. Unfortunately, things go awry, as they always do in a Robert Howard story, and nothing ever goes as planned except at the very end. And a acolyte of the Black Circle, a wizard, sorcerer, more technically like a Dungeons and Dragons illusionist, hypnotist, using more of India's form of magic. A wizard named Kemsa, and there's a bunch of names that are too similar in this story, really kind of put me off for a bit. Kemsa, the former acolyte of the Black Circle, and his forbidden love interest, Gitara, yeah, they're plotting against him and trying to do things basically to kill Princess Yasmina and replace her to become the new lords of Vendaya. Again, names. And somewhere along the line, the sorcerers of the Black Circle actually kidnap her out from underneath Conan after having killed the acolyte Kemsa, and Gitara, I think she dies as well, but not before Kemsa bequeaths to Conan his magic girdle that allows him to withstand these really powerful sorcerers in up to date so far. The direst threat Conan has faced when it comes to pure supernatural magic. There are 4 lesser wizards and the grand poobah of their wizards, all of which have some very, very powerful magics, lightning bolts and clouds, these puffy clouds that if you get too close to them will hit you with lightning, and invisible magical flying horses and teleports and earthquake spells and just all kinds of really, really powerful magics compared to everything we've seen before. Mind you, there's still 3.5 books to go, but eventually Conan it gets in his head that he's going to go rescue Yasmina to make her his queen, even though she's queen of Vendaya. And with the few remaining men in his company, they go up to the mountains where the sorcerers live and traverse all their traps and other mystical tactics. Eventually, Conan's the last man standing. He manages to do away with the 4 lesser wizards and sends the leader packing, only to come back toward the end. But all in all, this is a really good one. Princess Yasmina is actually quite a interesting character in her own right, torn between deciding to go run off with Conan and going back to lead her people, even to the point of actually rescuing Conan when he's about to be slain by a large group of his enemies, and she and her 5,000 troops come in to save the day. But I don't want to spoil too much of the ending. I just wanted to point out, for the most part, this one is touted as one of Robert E. Howard's better stories. I'll give him one of, but not the best. My favorite is still The Black Colossus, but I have several more stories to go. And this one, this book, from this point on, is where the stories get longer. This one was, I want to say, 90 pages, which is double the length of any of the previous stories, followed by the Slithering Shadow, which is back to, 40-page story, followed up by Red Nails, which is well over, I want to say, 100 pages. So it's going to take me a little while. I'll probably be able to get to the next story for Saturday morning, and then you might have to wait till Monday to get the Red Nails review. But then the next book, which is King Conan, which is apparently the longest story. The entire book is one story, so excuse me, about 280 pages for that one, followed by Conan the Conqueror, and then Tales of Conan, which are, I don't know why that's at the end, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But I definitely recommend this one. Definitely one of the more sorcery-involved sword and sorcery stories, compared to a lot of the other ones that have just a little smidge of magic and witchcraft, whereas this one has a crap ton of it. A really good story, but you guys tell me in the comment section what you thought of it. I'm anxious to hear, as always, what you thought of this one. Was it your favorite, least favorite? You don't have to get into that much detail, but just let me know what you thought of it, as I'm anxious to see what I remember the next one, and I have a funny little story about the next one. And then, of course, Red Nails, which is kind of the quintessential Conan lengthier story that everybody refers to, and I know, we'll talk about that one next week. But you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you before then, hopefully I'll be able to get you another review Saturday, because I'm going to try and get one out every day for the next 12 days to finish up Cimmerian September, as well as I started reading the Conan comic book omnibus, and I probably won't be able to get to King Conan, but if I do, it'll be like the last day, and we'll see what we have for next year. But in the meantime, go out there and enjoy some Conan of your own while the month is still got some time left in it, and I will see you guys all in the papers.